these are the times where we shed that. We peel back those layers and we really recognize that we are empowered sovereign beings. And we're here to do real change and justice in these times.
We've all come here with a divine purpose, traveling on a stream of cosmic dust from the stars into our mother's wombs, born into this precious life. It is no accident that you are here, my love, on earth, in this moment, in this body. You are here longing to find your place, to align with your purpose, to embody your passions and to live into the dreams of your heart. Yet so often we get caught, suspended in the tangle of life, not able to move forward, not able to find solace and comfort in a world that has forgotten the truth of our existence. As we begin to remember, as we peel back the layers, as we come together to uncover our unique gifts and reconnect with our authentic selves, we are able to see another way of being, a new possibility, a different life waiting to be lived. I have experienced on this complicated and wild journey of life that when we connect with the story of our soul, it will show us the magic of this life that we have been missing. It will open a window into the very heart of who we truly are, of who we came here to be, and gives us answers to our ever-asking why.
Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for tuning in. Always such a delight to be with you. Today, our topic is how we choose our parents. And I wanted to start with a little story because you know I love stories. I grew up not connected to this information at all, right? I had a background in religious endeavors and understanding through the church. And yet it wasn't until sort of my mid to late 20s where I moved into a more expanded understanding of the universe and God and the earth and all of the things. And so for the earlier part of my life, it was a very structured religious viewpoint. And it was also religious viewpoint from the place of evangelistic Baptist religion, revivals, all of that kind of thing. So God was very punishing. And when I was in my late 20s, I sat on a yoga mat and the yoga teacher said, "God loves you." And I just started crying because I think it was the first time that it really landed, and it was said in a way that it was without any of the trappings. I didn't have to do anything. I didn't have to be anything. I didn't have to pretend or show up or all of the things, right? It was just the simple fact that God loves you because you're alive, and that's it. And what this did, right, was it sent me on a journey, a deeper, deeper journey. And I had lived with this victim archetype for so many years, built through religion, through parental upbringing, stories handed down through my lineage. And we were very much victims of our circumstances. And I held this really big weight on my shoulders of, why me? Why did all this happen to me? Poor me. Wah, 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 went the story, right? And I don't say that lightly. I mean, we're talking decades of personal growth work, spiritual exploration that gets me to the point where I can laugh at myself from that place. And I have so much love for that tender, sweet part of me that really did believe that and live life through the lens that everything happened to me and I really had no part in it. I just showed up and everything happened. And yet, as we know, right, as we pull back the layers and we explore these tender, misguided parts and we bring things back to the whole, that there's such a deeper truth. There's so much more to this life. And A really pivotal moment for me in my awakening from victimhood was this idea that I chose my parents. And I paused there because literally I didn't want to believe that the first time I heard it. I'm like, why the heck would I do that? Right? And yet what came after that was this incredible freedom. And it didn't happen overnight. It was a process. And I went through many different stages with it and many different ways of taking it apart and looking at it. And what it did, though, was it changed me in such an incredible way, because then I wasn't a victim of what happened to me and the way my parents parented me. I literally chose it for my soul growth. I chose it so that I could be the woman that I am today, talking to you, sharing with you, being with you. She is here because of the circumstances that she lived through and the ways that she met them and the ways that she was able to use all of those hurts, all of that pain, and really alchemize it into medicine for me and for you and for my family and friends and all the people that my life gets to touch. And so you may already know this teaching, right? You may have come to this place in your journey where you recognize that you actually are the orchestrator of your existence. You might be arriving to these words and be hearing it for the first time, and it might be incredibly uncomfortable. And you might not want to accept it in this moment, and that is also exactly where you are, right? There's no bad, no good, no right or wrong. That's just where you are and what your consciousness is ready to hold. Yet it is these moments, these places where we expand, where we see something different, that change us. And so began my journey of forgiveness. Forgiveness of my mother, forgiveness of my father, forgiveness of myself. That ultimately is the piece of the puzzle that knits everything together, right? That's when the picture becomes clear, when you bring in the forgiveness of self. And a lot of that forgiveness has to do with separation and believing something incorrect about yourself. So as you arrive into this truth that we choose our parents, we choose the color of our skin, we choose the city we're going to be born in, we choose the family, the circumstances, right? We actually create a life plan. And there are reishi souls that help us with this. I happen to be one of those. And these are careers or jobs that we have in between lifetimes, right? We are helping other souls on their journey. And reishi souls help us plan our life. And life review counselors help us review our life. One on either end. We're bookended between these two experiences. And this planning of our life really includes choosing the moment we're born, the way the stars align, the way our parents' situation in that moment is, right? And we land, we splat here on earth into a body and are portaled out into the universe through a uterus. It is mind-blowing. I didn't even comprehend the totality of this experience until I was actually pregnant myself. And I didn't even realize that a fetus is pretty much fully formed by 10 weeks old. And then after that, it's just filling out all the details. And that is the miracle of life. We go from being microscopic, you cannot even see us, to 10 weeks. We look like a human being. And this divine orchestration of how this happens is so phenomenal. And then couple that with, or layer that with this idea, right, that we come here prepackaged with circumstances that will then grow us into the being that you are now. This package includes your dharma, your karma, right? The things you're here to clear, and then the things you're here to share and contribute, and then the things you're here to learn. So many different pieces of this puzzle that is you, that is me, that is we. And we are definitely in times where the we becomes the conversation because we are all one species. And if we are drowning in our victimhood, how are we going to extend our hand to one another? If the lens becomes so myopic of me, and the things that happen to me, and the things that I can't get out of, and the circumstances of my life, and all the people that wronged me, and all the people that judge me, and all the people that I feel shame because of, it's like, yeah, my love, I get it. I hold you in that place. And these are the times where we shed that. We peel back those layers and we really recognize that we are empowered sovereign beings. And we're here to do real change and justice in these times. And it first starts with us owning our story and owning the place that we have in this world and the things that we chose to bring with us and the things that we chose to do while we're here. It's powerful times. And I know that's why you're here listening to this show, right? Because you get it. You're on this big healing journey. And speaking of journeys and healing journeys and shifts and changes and expansion, I too am percolating in a very potent time of my own life, my own existence. The astrology that is playing out in my chart right now is huge. The spiritual transformation that I am emerging through is huge. And what this is doing is creating an even deeper level of surrender within my being. And I am being asked to clear space in my life, in my calendar, in my work for new projects to arrive that will be devoted to the we, to how we are going to move through these times together. What is the potent medicine that wants to come through me that is here for us all? And in devotion to that, we are going to be shifting the format of the podcast. We are going to finish out May here on this platform, and then we're going to take a break for a little while as I work on a project called Letters for My Sisters. And this is a beautiful creation that has been walking with me now for over a year. I'm partnering with an incredible designer named Vanessa, and Letters from My Sister will be live in the world this November. It is an oracle deck that is very different to a typical oracle deck. Alongside Vanessa's incredible images, I have been channeling writing that is letters to you, the women of the world, in order to support us during these times. They are letters of hope. They are letters of inspiration. They are letters of teaching. They are letters of empowerment. And I am so excited that they are finally here and coming into form. Some of you also know that I am a teacher on Insight Timer, and I have been putting new meditations on there for a little while now, and these are some of the letters. Every letter will have a meditation that accompanies it, so you can listen as you do your card pull and really lean into the wisdom that these letters are here to share and give to you during these times. We are starting pre-sales in June, and then the deck will be live in November. So I am so excited to share this with you, and this is why the podcast will be changing format for a while. And because I know some of you love listening and you show up here every week for episodes, I don't want to leave you with nothing. Over on Substack, in our paid account, which is $11 a month, there are probably 100 episodes of paid content. They are all new episodes. I've been compiling them over the year. Our paid subscribers have access to them, and they are a continuation of this podcast where we go deeper. There's different messages, but with the same theme, right? And so if you really are like, oh my goodness, I don't want to not have this podcast, Sarah, please go over there, subscribe. It's $11 a month. All the episodes are accessible right away. And I will be continuing to drop new content in there at least once a month. So there'll be new episodes. And there's also meditations over there that you can't find anywhere else. So there's more benefits for paid subscribers. So I have that for you so that we are together during my creation phase. And please reach out. I love hearing from you. And if there's any way I can support you, I'm here. Mwah. I love you.